What's up, guys? Kurt here. Happy Wednesday. Where'd summer go? That's what I want to know. We're having a pool installed, and before it even started, it was like 80, 90 degrees, and now it's 50s and graupling, and it snowed the other day. It's insane, but summer's coming. It's inevitable. But anyway, Retro Wednesday here. I was lucky enough to grow up in a house as the youngest of four back in the 70s and 80s. And I was exposed to some of the greatest music between my sisters and my brother. It was just a special time in my life, and that's why I love music so much. Music helped me get through a lot in my life. It's my safe space even today. So I'm going to show you a few of the albums from back in the day that totally shaped my musical taste and my love and passion for music. And this is my top. Well, I don't even know how many I got here, but I just went through the collection between Brittany and me. We have quite a few records, and I just went through and picked out a few that are at the very top of my list, and they impacted me in very different ways, and it's really hard to explain. Foreigner 4. In my opinion, this is the best Foreigner record that was ever recorded. I mean, look at the song titles on that thing. If you don't have this record, I suggest you get it. There's number one, and this one here is one of the deepest records I've ever listened to in my life, and I never listened to it. It's very hard for me to listen to, and I know my daughter Brittany's the same way. It's a deep son of a bitch, and it impacts me on a crazy level. So it's very important to me. I don't listen to it. It's one of the most important records that I've ever come across in my life. But Pink Floyd, The Wall, this record here, I remember sitting and listening to this for hours and looking at the artwork in the middle of this. Totally above and beyond what was ever done musically in my world back then. It's a double album, and it takes you on a ride. And I suggest if you've never watched Pink Floyd The Wall, watch that movie, but don't plan on having a good time after you watch it, because it's going to put you in one hell of a funk. But Pink Floyd The Wall, but this record, and it's weird, I never listened to it, but it's one of the most important records in my childhood, for sure. And who didn't love this band? Kiss. This is Kiss Alive. Those are two dudes on the back, by the way. A lot of people think they're chicks, but they're not. Two guys. But yeah, my brother and I were huge Kiss fans. And we actually had great big letters cut out of paneling. I guess they were probably maybe 2 feet tall and a foot wide. We had them lined up on the wall. And then we went down to Western Auto. We collected some money, went down to Western Auto when that store was open here in Camden. And they sold records, and we went and bought Kiss Alive too. But Kiss Alive, bang. And this is a record that I used to sneak into my sister's room and listen to. And I listened to this probably 2 Sundays ago. But the soundtrack to Grease, one of my favorite records of all time. Who doesn't love Ride Out High? Come on, guys. Look at that. This record still holds up. Double record. I love it. Like I said, a couple Sundays ago, I threw that on and listened to it, and it just takes me right back down memory lane. But yeah, Grease. Love that. Now getting up into the 80s a little bit more when I was a little bit older. These records when I was a kid. And tell me this record didn't impact a lot of people. We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. And when I heard that for the first time, I'm like, you know what, Prince? You're right. Because musicians are, in my opinion, the most important talent on this planet. And when I go to concerts, that's my church. It really, really is. And everybody's there for the same thing. Everybody's got something in common. I've met a lot of great people and I'm still friends with a lot of those people that I met at concerts. Otherwise, I never would have came across them at all. But Prince, can't go wrong with that record. And I wore that out. And my high school years, if anybody was near my home, walked down 2nd Street in the summer when my bedroom window was open upstairs, there's no doubt in my mind that you heard Rat at some point. Every record by Rat, this is my favorite one. The Invasion of Your Privacy record. That's Tawny Katane on the front. And she dated Robin Crosby. I don't know how many people know that, but he's a guitar player in the band Rat. Unfortunately, that's Robin right there. He was dating Tawny at the time, before David Coverdale come across her. But anyway, unfortunately, Robin died of AIDS. But anyway, Rat. Every Rat record I wore out. One of my favorite records is Invasion of Your Privacy. I still listen to that record. So anyway, there's a little preview of why I am the way I am musically, guys. Happy Retro Wednesday. I gotta get things packed up here. I gotta get ready. I gotta go to the doctor. But before I take off, I'll take you out and I'll show you the progress on the pool real quick. All right, guys, here it is. Boy, it's a cold rain right now. Yard looks wonderful, doesn't it? But they did some digging, and it's here. They're supposed to install the pool tomorrow, and I don't know if they're going to get that done in a day or not. But we had the concrete guy over yesterday talking about what we're going to do. We got the pattern all and the color all decided. It's going to be stamped. It's going to look like marble, kind of. It's kind of cool. I never even knew they could make concrete look like that. I knew they made stone stamps and all that kind of stuff, but this more or less looks like marble. It's really cool. It's like a marbling type thing. It's awesome. But anyway, we'll keep everybody updated on this project. It's going to be a freaking sick mess for a while, but we're going to get through this and have one hell of a summer. All right, off to the doctor. All right, guys, off to the post office. We just turned off our road there, and there's the Popo at a house up there on the right. I don't know what's going on. They got a state trooper and a Camden cop there. Hope all is good there. Every time I see things like that, I think domestic. But what do I know? All right. You got a red light there, goober. No, that's a lady from home. See her? There she goes. She walks everywhere. I like to put a pedometer on her. I bet she walks 10 miles a day. More than that even. And this is the slowest red light in Oneida County. I'm confident of that. See, that was only part of it. You get there, that sumbitch just turns red. You're gonna sit there for, seems like 10 minutes. So yeah, the eBay sales, they've been doing good. This is normally a slow time of year. The economy blows, so that doesn't help anything. But I've been moving a bunch of old inventory, made some good money this week. And freedom is everything with this stuff, man. This is exactly why I do it. Alright, I don't want to park in the handicap. Let's go around. That's the problem with getting here. I try to get here by 8:30 every morning when I ship. I ship everything first thing in the morning. That's the first thing I do, and then I send offers. And once I get back to the post office, that's when I'm listing and emailing and talking to people that have questions, and all that stuff. But all right, guys.